Okay, so here's the full tutorial of how I do my sweet start. Okay, here's the full tutorial on how I do my makeup for my behind the scenes for my small business. It's just very important to me to look presentable and be able to connect with my couples and my clients, and yeah, so we're gonna get started. First things first, I'm gonna grab my makeup sponge and get it nice and warm and damp so that I can start putting on my BB cream. But the first thing I'm gonna do in terms of actually putting anything on my face will be my eyeshadow. It's Beauty Creations and it is in the color of Ballerina. Once you have the primer on, it's good to do the under eye. I like to do a brightening color before I put on my BB cream. NYX has always done me pretty well, so we're gonna use that. We're gonna do under here just to brighten up the under eyes. Now, I might have to do my under eye all over again because once I put the eyeshadow on, I might get a little fallout, but we're gonna do the eyeshadow now. And we like to start with the lightest color and then go darker. I'll show you. By the way, the palette that I really love to use is this Too Faced Natural Eyes. Has every color I need. I primarily like to stay in the top here. We're gonna start with all over the lid in Heaven. And I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush to get that all across. From there, we're gonna go and dip into Cashmere Bunny. Using the same brush, I'm just gonna pat it on from the outside inner corner and then into the crease. You'll notice that I also like to go underneath the eye just to make it appear a little bigger. Now I'm gonna change my brush. I'm changing my brush to a tip that's a little more dense because we're also gonna start getting into a deeper color called Espresso. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with that Cashmere Bunny color and dab it on and then buff it out with the bigger brush. I'll show you. So first we're just gonna place it where we want it, and then we'll start to blend. Once again, you'll see that I'm bringing the eyeshadow down. I'm not going all the way across. We don't want to close the eye. We're just putting the eyeshadow exactly where we want it. I'm gonna switch brushes and we're gonna buff it out. Or blend it out, however you want to say it. The eye is simple. It's only 3 colors, light, medium, and dark color. That's all you really need to create a natural smoky eye. Sometimes if I'm feeling really glamorous, and usually on wedding days I am, I'll put a little shimmer. I'm gonna show you what that looks like as well. I love to use ColourPop shimmers. In my opinion, they are superior and great cost. So I'm gonna be using Crystal Cave Pressed Glitter by ColourPop. Wait till you see how it looks. Stunning. I'm just gonna put it right on the lid itself. And you really don't need a lot. And I like to use my finger because you get a lot more shimmer payoff. Again, in my experience. I like to use a warm highlight just to kind of go over the top, like a pinkish hue. And I use this highlighter all over my face. All right, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Here's the beauty of this palette. The eyeshadow color that I love to use is right in it. It's espresso. No, I didn't flub that. It is sex espresso. First thing for eyebrows, comb them out, get the shape. And I like to start at the bottom, but in the middle. So here. And I just line it. And then I'll line the top. And at the very top here, I'll come down. And I'll brush the color up. But if it still feels too patchy, I'll add a few lines here. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. There. Okay. Now that the eyebrows are done, I'm going to, I like them crisp, so I have my concealer, and I'm just gonna line it so I have a more crisp eyebrow, because that's just how I like it. Some people like fluffy, some people don't like any eyebrows. I like a strong, crisp eyebrow. And now I'm gonna do BB cream. And the BB cream I like to use, you gotta shake it up. It's called Maybelline Dream BB Fresh. Love it because it also has SPF in it. And that is important to protect your skin. So that's what we're gonna do, protect our skin. I just dab it on. And we use our sponge to blend. I'm not a full coverage kind of gal. I like BB cream because it's light. I'm just taking off the Vaseline that was keeping my lips hydrated. But I discovered that they have a lip primer, so we're gonna do a lip primer. I'm also going to do my lips right now. I like MAC's Half Red. It's fantastic. The way I do it, I go a little bit above and create more of a rounder pout. I think that complements my angular face the most, so that's what I like to do. As you can see, I just lined it with my MAC Half Red, and we're gonna go in with Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Seductress. And we're gonna go over where I lined it, and then I'll show you how I make it pop. I have a little bit of my concealer still, and I'm just gonna highlight the middle. And that really just helps bring the mouth forward, and you don't realize it. It's just an optical illusion. And that's how I do my lips. I'm also gonna do blush and then finally get the lashes on, which is definitely the final touch there. And I also like to do freckles because I think they're cute and they add a youthful and yet also useful in terms of contour. You'll see what I mean when I start putting it on. First though, the blush I really like to use is again a ColourPop blush It is called Vogue, and it is this beautiful coral color, which complements my sun-kissed skin tone. And I go up here. I just like to have it up here. I think that is the most complimentary to my face, is just keeping it up here. I'll also do a little here. I think the nose is really cute, and up there, and that's it. So now I'm going to show you how I do my freckles. I use this Kata freckle pen, and I like to start by doing a little bit of a contour with my freckles, using the freckles to contour a more thin nose shape. Not that I have a problem with my nose shape, I just think it looks really cute when it has like a button nose sort of thing. So I like to go across to create this kind of like upward lift. And then down here I go across again to create a shadow that again lifts the little button part of your nose. It looks a little messy now because I'm like kind of rushing with it. But then, you know, kind of I go over some of my actual freckles, make them a little pop a little bit more. Add some. I know it looks like I have dirt on my nose. I might have overdone it. In that case, you can kind of just swipe. But you want to make sure you also kind of keep that shadow going, right? Here's how it pops. So obviously you need the shadow, but you also need the highlight. And I use this big NYX Jumbo Eye pencil in white, or milk as they say. And I go down straight down the bridge of my nose. Make sure it's straight. Now you have a button nose. Just blend it, you know? From there, I will use the highlighter that I used at the top here. I'm not going to show it to you because it's probably over 20 years old and you won't be able to find it anywhere. And I'm not going to gaslight you like that, but just know it's a warm peachy shimmer. It's also after that, I just do a finishing powder. This is Wet n Wild. It's okay. My favorite one though is Makeup Forever HD High Definition Professional Powder. It is fantastic. You know what? And I'm going to use that today. Why not? I deserve it. And I'll be using a big kabuki brush. We'll start on the lips so that we set it. And the rest. A kind of natural, more natural sort of makeup. And yeah, now for the hair. No, I have to do my lashes, so let me get my lashes on for you. The lashes alone are quite a project, but we are going to do them together. So I like to use, what the heck is this called? The Falscara. And we get it on every single one of our lashes. I have already cut my lashes that I'm gonna put on. This is how they look so natural. Well, you know, seamless, I guess is the better word. This is how they look so seamless. What I do to this side, I'm gonna do to this side. Now, this is not easy. I might make it look easy. It's not. takes a lot of practice to get it just right. But I like to start here in the corner and then press there. And then I'll just mash them together, you know? As long as it's where I want it, because sometimes it could be too low in the eye. And so I just have to push it up, you know? Like that. And then I press it. Press the rest down. Okay, that was way too easy. I did something wrong, but we'll figure that out later, I'm sure. Now I'm gonna do the other side. Once again, I cut these already so they're the size and shape that I want them to be. That definitely helps. Okay, now it's sticky. That's how you got them to stay. So now you need to seal it. So on the other side of this thing, there's two sides. There's the bond, there's the seal. We just used the bond, and now we're gonna seal it. Same thing for the other side. Okay. All right, hold on. All right, and that's how I do my lashes. I know it looks super easy. It's not. I've been doing them this way for at least a year now, so maybe longer. I'm not even really sure, but yeah, it takes practice. I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes practice to know where to place them and how to place them so they're not like in your eyeballs. Even now, I'm probably gonna have to fix them, but they look good and they last. Depends on how well you take care of them. They can last for a month if you're not like going into the water or getting your eyes wet or whatever. They could last up to 2 weeks. But if you are using the oven at 550 degrees, this is what happens to them. They get all crinkly and they start to melt. So don't do that. I don't suggest that. Anyway, I'm gonna do my hair now. Okay, I'm not gonna torture you through a whole hair tutorial, just, you know, the basics, you know what I'm saying? Because I already did a full Dyson tutorial. What I didn't tell you is there is one product that I do like to put in my hair. Hold on. Now, the one reason why I don't like to talk about this product is because they don't sell it anymore, and I don't want to gaslight you like that. But if you can get your hands on it, I'm not gonna stop you. This is the Wen Pomegranate Finishing Cream, and it's the only thing that has made my hair not frizz after I do it, not weigh it down, do everything I want it to do. So first thing you're gonna do to use the Dyson and get it good to go is section your hair off. I already put the Wen in when it was soaking wet. I like to use these long curling these things. And I also go in the opposite direction I want my hair. So if I want it to go this way, I look in the mirror and I make sure the arrows point this way. So that's what we're gonna do. I also have my settings as the highest settings for the fan and for the heat. The heat is not that hot to me and my hair can handle it. So we go with the highest setting. And that's how we're gonna roll here. Okay, so what I did to one side, I'm gonna do to the other, but I'm gonna switch my rods so that the air blows this way and the curl goes this way. Like so. Let me get this is about the amount of hair that I like to use. It can be a little bit more because these are just so big, you know? You just let it latch on. I'm gonna show you, so basically you do the same thing, top and bottom, you know, except this last section here, I do something a little different, and I'll show you what I do when I get to that, but the rest I'm just gonna time lapse because you just saw me do the bottom section of the hair, and it's gonna look pretty much the same. So once again, we'll start on this side, switch the barrel, that's the word I was looking for. Okay, this is what I do differently. The front, I used to part it, you know, do one side, the other, but even though I look good with the part, I like not having the part. I'm a Victoria's Secret kind of girl. I like to go up. Let's untangle these curls. Let's do the final reveal. You ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go. And that is Dyson and makeup. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I didn't do an outfit, but this is from start to finish with hair and makeup, so I hope that was helpful at least. And if you want a date night outfit lookbook, let me know and I can do that too. But yeah, so this was hair and makeup, and yeah. Thank you for spending time with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Until next time.